This is Donald, the Daddy and Donald Show, and you're listening to Do You Speak Geek? Yo, shit!
Thanks for that intro, Dono. Appreciate the love. Man, it's been a good week so far. Hope y'all are having a good week. I just recently saw the trailer for the upcoming Hulu series Wu-Tang and American Saga. Now, in case you all don't know or you're unaware, I am a blurred. What is a blurred, you ask? A blurred is a black nerd. I'm a black man. And like most blurreds, we are into things of nerd or geek culture, but most of us, if not all of us, are also into hip-hop. This Wu-Tang and American Saga looks pretty awesome. I'll just go ahead and say it. It looks dope. It's going to be fire. I think that, the purist in me would have loved to have seen maybe Run DMC or maybe even Salt and Pepper get their biopic first. But the fan in me, after seeing this, I can't wait until September 4th gets here. This is going to be dope. I think it's going to be one of those ones where you're going to watch over and over again. With the casting, these guys don't look exactly like their counterparts that they're playing. Shout to Dave East, who's playing Meth, but it's close enough. And I don't know who the kid is playing ODB, but that dude looked just like ODB. But anyways, check that trailer out if you haven't seen it yet. Blurs and Nerds, Freaks and Geeks. This is DYSG, episode 13. All right, thank you all for joining us once again. This is Do You Speak Geek? I am your host, the man known as Nix. Thank y'all. Thank you. Y'all love me like that? Man, come on, man. Y'all love me like that? I appreciate the love. Again, I am Nix. Welcome to Do You Speak Geek? This is episode 13. As always, this is the podcast. The podcast is one method that you can follow along with us. We also have the YouTube channel, and we also have social media. So, if you are feeling the podcast, you can always go to Spreaker.com. Spreaker is the hosting site for Do You Speak Geek. You can always go to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, and also Castbox. Follow us on the social medias. You can hit us up at Facebook at DYSG Media, Twitter at _ Do You Speak Geek, and Instagram at Do You Speak Geek. The YouTube channel, it is the Do You Speak Geek YouTube channel where you can find the Daddy and Donald Show. Other videos coming soon as well. If you want to be up on that, go there, follow, hit that subscribe, hit the like button for all the videos. Hulk smash the notification bell and leave comments. We love comments. Patreon page is also live as well too. You can find that in the notes. The Patreon page is $1 a month. It's also known as Do You Speak Geek. So go hit that up. Exclusive content is always going to be coming soon. Anyways, folks, let's speak geek. Hopping into the source wall immediately. We have Deceased number 3. Now, some of y'all are going to feel like I am just a Tom Taylor stan, and I might be. But Tom Taylor is still smashing it emotionally with this book. Deceased 3 is out this week. The heroes and villains and gods have fallen. Cities have collapsed. The virus has threatened to reach below the waves and even to the island of Themyscira. The race to save planet Earth is on. Surviving members of the JL have learned to keep secret and the spread of the virus, but is it already too late to stop it? We also have Deathstroke 45 out of DC this week. In the wake of Slade Wilson's death, a new Deathstroke has vowed to complete his last unfinished assignment. But the Master Assassin, Shadow, has plans of her own, looking to step in for the late great world's greatest assassin and usurp his place in villainous hierarchy. Meanwhile, Rose Wilson, the daughter of Deathstroke, discovers the identity of the person responsible for her father's death. Can her brother Jericho stop her from seeking revenge? Also in this issue, Slade Wilson's son Jericho accepts Lex Luthor's offer for power, but he's determined to use it as a force for good. So why is Lex smiling? In the Marvel pool list, we have Uncanny X-Men number 21. As Cyclops' clean-up mission nears a close, all the problems of the X-Men face together. They're coming together to face a big villain here, or a big entity. The truth behind the Hellfire Club's intentions, the culmination of the One's assault on mutant kind, and even the inner struggles within the team. It's coming to an end pretty soon. This is going to be forever. As you all know, we are getting ready and gearing up toward the great event for Jonathan Hickman. Power of X. House of X. Alright, a little dramatic, whatever. We also have Arrow number 1. This is AERO, not to be confused with the Green Arrow. Arrow number 1. Get ready for the English language debut of the first appearance of Arrow, the high-flying Shanghai superhero created for Marvel by Zhu Liefan and King. In a brand new story written by Planet Hulk writer Greg Pak, Arrow teams with Wave, Marvel's newest Filipina superheroine. What strange forces have turned the buildings of Shanghai into monstrous golems? And what is the secret origin of Wave? I read this one. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I enjoyed Greg Pak stuff anyway. So I will definitely be checking out next month's Arrow number 2. Other releases this week, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 95. This is part 3 of the City at War story. The Turtles race against time to save one of their own, but bested by obstacles on all sides, including the Earth Protection Force and the tide of approaching battle between two warring ninja clans. Will they be too late? An ally's life hangs in the balance. The countdown to issue number 100 continues. Now, if you grew up an 80s baby, also grew up in the 90s, and watched the Turtles in every incarnation that there was, whether it was animated or live action, this issue you're gonna like. I promise. In other comic book news, we mourn the death of a book. The Walking Dead officially ending after their final issue this week. Yeah. Anyway, so The Walking Dead comics are coming to a surprising end this week, with their first issue in the aftermath of Rick Grimes being the last issue of the long-running post-apocalyptic zombie series. Rick Grimes was killed off in a dramatic couple of issues, sprawling out the events of his death across issue 195 and issue 191 and issue 192. On Wednesday, a triple-size issue for the same price as a normal issue will be released. Well, it was released, concluding the 15-year saga from Robert Kirkman. The details of The Walking Dead issue 193 are being kept a secret as a means to preserve spoilers. However, the issue is known to follow the characters in the wake of Rick's tragic death. How the series will tie everything into a bow remains unclear, though the shocking end is an interesting decision from series writer and creator Kirkman. The issue will publish on Wednesday, with multiple sources confirming that comicbook.com that it will be the final issue. I know how much of a cultural impact Walking Dead has had as far as the shows and also the comics as well. It will definitely be missed. All right, let's jump into Watch This. So, Netflix's The Witcher has revealed its first images. I don't know if you guys have seen these or not yet, but they look pretty dope. Netflix revealed the first official images from The Witcher on Monday, a series that stars Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia, the show's protagonist. We've seen casting information and other behind-the-scenes images prior to this reveal, but this is the first and best look we've gotten at all the main characters, including Geralt, Anaya Charlotra as Yennefer, and Freya Allan as Ciri. Now, along with these images, Netflix has shared a synopsis of the upcoming TV series. The series will follow Cavill as Geralt and will be based more on the novels than the games, which are where many people will know The Witcher from. So, me personally, I would have much rather seen it more toward the games because I'm a gamer, but that's just how I feel. Now, based on the best-selling fantasy book series, The Witcher is an epic tale of fate and family. Geralt of Rivia, a solitary monster hunter, struggles to find his place in a world where people often prove more wicked than beasts. Netflix has said, but when destiny hurtles him toward a powerful sorceress and a young princess with a dangerous secret, the three must learn to navigate the increasingly volatile contingent together. All that being said, where is Man of Steel 2? I'm sorry. I just need Henry Cavill to let me know what's going on there. Anyways, moving on. Neil Gaiman and David S. Goyer to adapt Sandman TV show for Netflix. So Netflix has been doing some amazing things here lately. After years of waiting from fans, a live-action adaptation of Neil Gaiman's Sandman is officially coming to fruition. According to Hollywood Reporter, Netflix has signed a massive financial deal with Warner Bros. Television to adapt Sandman into a television show. While it's unclear exactly what the numbers of the deal are, sources claim that it is DC Entertainment's most expensive TV series yet. Hopefully they don't break as much bread as they did on Justice League and fail in their investment. But I think with Sandman, it's a whole different breed of ball game here. We got different kinds of fans. The core fans are going to watch. People who just are interested in whatever's on Netflix are going to watch. And people who are just curious about the show and how it looks anyway are going to watch this. So I got a feeling this is going to be a good one. Gaiman will executive produce the television adaptation alongside David Goyer. Wonder Woman writer Alan Heinberg will write and serve as a showrunner. It is unclear exactly how many episodes the straight-to-series order is for, or when exactly the television series is expected to when it will debut. The report claims that the Netflix deal will partially provide a financial windfall to Warner Brothers, as opposed to placing the series in its upcoming streaming service. So, we'll see how that goes. Now, here's for a little bit of internet breaking news, and not breaking news as in it just happened. I mean, breaking news as in when this news hit, the world kind of went crazy a little bit. Disney's live-action Little Mermaid has cast their Ariel. Disney announced via a press release that actress and musical artist Hailey Bailey, one half of Chloe and Hailey, has been cast to play Ariel, with production expected to begin the live-action remake in early 2020. Bailey, 19, is best known as one half of Chloe and Hailey, who signed to Beyonce's Parkwood Entertainment label after gaining popularity with YouTube covers. The Little Mermaid would be a breakout role for Bailey, whose only other screen credit is as a supporting player on Freeform's Yara Shahadi series Grownish. Now, I watch Grownish. I listen to Chloe and Hailey. They have an amazing album. If you haven't heard, The Kids Are Alright is a great album. Go check that out if you haven't heard it. I, for one, am definitely down for her playing Ariel. I mean, she's got a look. She's a little petite little girl, so I believe she can swim really fast. As far as her singing voice, I think she definitely has it. I'm ready for her to blow her pipes and see how that goes. But with the racial rage that has been happening about this, I think it's pretty stupid and I think it's dumb because people are really getting their panties in a bunch about the skin color of a fictional character. Now, I for one don't care what color the Little Mermaid is because that's not my lane or my fandom really. But I didn't see anyone raising any hell when a Pacific Islander by the name of Jason Momoa was cast to play as Aquaman.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying. But anyway, moving on. Things to review coming up here right now. Young Justice 3, The Return. That was dope. I love what they're doing by fleshing out these more lesser known characters in The Outsiders and Geoforce, and they're fleshing out Halo and also The Bug. Cyborg is really coming into his own. I like what they're doing with him. I need to see some more elements of what they kind of teased in last season with a few things, particularly with Jason Todd. But anyway, that's just me. I'm ready to see what's going to happen with the rest of the season. In case you all don't know, there's going to be new episodes every Tuesday. Now, as opposed to dropping 3 at a time, they dropped 3 this time, but from here going out, I believe up until maybe September, they're just going to drop 1 every week. So you're going to go from having 3 at a time to 1 at a time, and I believe somewhere around the finale, you're going to get 3 at a time again. But I'm still going to be paying attention. I love Young Justice. I'm here for it. Also, we have Stranger Things 3. Now, I binged this with my wife and Donna within 2 days. Shout out to my mom, KD. Stranger Things 3 was dope. As an 80s baby, the references in that mall, oh my God, I was in love. Seeing all the old logos and the commercials and the way things looked and how people dressed. The throwbacks were great to me. The show as a whole, man, they really stepped it up with the dynamic between the friends of the show and how they're all growing and maturing right before our very eyes, if you want to call it that. I love the relationship that Elle and Mike have. I love the relationship that Elle and Max have. Dustin is hilarious as always. But yeah, I have enjoyed season 3 just as much as I've enjoyed the first 2 seasons. If you haven't seen Stranger Things at all, go kill yourself. And when you're back alive, go watch season 1, 2, and 3 of Stranger Things. Do yourself that favor. It is amazing. I will reserve my review for Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm going to do a little vid with Donovan when we get a chance here, so y'all can check that out on the YouTube channel. Let's hop into Thumb Life. Now, Thumb Life this week is pretty dry, but we got a big story here. It's not really a huge story, more so than a big rumor. GTA 6 rumors have leaked. The internet is currently side-eyeing a leak that claims to be a laundry list of details from GTA 6. The information comes from a random Redditor and this is on Reddit, by the way, who claims to have a friend who has worked at Kotaku and PC Gamer, and also a dear friend at Rockstar. And those 2 sources have combined to come up with a massive list of Grand Theft Auto 6 bullet points that currently are being shared around the internet. Now, the full list of these rumors are on Reddit, but here's a small taste of what you can find as what rumors are being spread around about GTA 6. Now, it's set in both Vice City and also a new fictional city based on Rio. Some missions in Liberty City, also maybe in Cuba, who knows? Supposedly to be heavily inspired by Netflix's Narcos show, set in the 70s and 80s. Now, I personally don't like that part of the rumor, because if we go back to Grand Theft Auto 4, based upon that time period when the game was released, it gave you what Liberty City looked like now. With the recent release, well, not recent, it's been years now, but with the release of Grand Theft Auto 5, it gave you, in that current time when it was released, of what Los Santos looked like at its current state. I want to see a current state of Vice City. I don't want 80s Vice City again. We've already seen that. I want to see what Vice City looks like now. There's only one protagonist, so that's a male. I would love to see a female protag come up one time. That's just me. Weather is a big focus, with hurricanes and floods possible. Well, there's realism for you. Your personal car works like a horse, similar to Red Dead, where you will store equipment in the trunk, and this limits the arsenal you can carry on you on your person. Story deals with the AIDS epidemic, immigration, and GTA's own take on Castro. Also, drug empire building as a central part of the game, similar to how empires are created in GTA Online, but bigger. Like I said, man, except for the whole thing about it being a throwback to the 80s and 70s, I really am not here for that. I mean, I'm still going to get it. I'm still going to play it, but I would much rather see a modern-day Vice City. But that's just me. Now, let's speak technically. Technically speaking, the iOS 13 beta was released just a week after Apple shared the first public beta for its upcoming iOS 13 and iPad OS 13 software updates. A new developer beta has been made available to everyone with a developer account. As always, the new iOS beta should include bug fixes and performance improvements, but there are sure to be some new features to play with as well. Now, according to 9to5Mac, the beta includes a new pop-up screen for the screen recording feature, a teaser image for the upcoming Apple Arcade subscription service, a new animation for split view on iPad to let you know when you're typing, and a FaceTime attention correction feature for iPhone XS and XS Max. Now, if you're watching the keynote, it also is going to include the dark mode, a redesigned volume HUD, a new reminders app, and plenty of performance enhancements. So, in case you want to know which devices are going to be included with this, I'll laundry list it for you. We have the iPhones XS, XS Max, XR, X, 8, 8 Plus, 7, 7 Plus, 6S, 6S Plus, 6, 6 Plus, SE. We have the iPad Pro third, first, and second generation. Sorry, third, second, and first generation. I kind of read that really out of order. And pretty much any of the other iPad Pros as far as size. You also have the iPad third generation for iPad Air, iPad Air 2, 6th, 5th Mini, Mini 4th, and 7th iPod Touch generations are all going to be available devices for the beta version of iOS 13. iOS 13 will launch in full this fall alongside the next generation of iPhone models. So, if you're Team iPhone, be on the lookout for that. That's all we got for this episode today, y'all. Appreciate you kicking it with me. I appreciate you guys listening. As always, be on the lookout for upcoming content coming soon. Follow the social medias once again, y'all. Facebook at DYSG Media. Twitter at _DoYouSpeakGeek. Instagram at DoYouSpeakGeek. Follow us on the YouTube and at Patreon by the same name. Live to play. Play to win. Win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?